Let's talk a little bit about the Edmonton Eskimos, Schulte. They're going into Iverwin, a place where they have not won a whole lot, and you want to see them run the ball.
Dave, I do. I mean, I'm looking forward to the new running back combination of Calvin McCarty and also Jerome Messam. Now, Archie Whitlock, Daniel Porter are no longer Edmonton Eskimos. They were very good running backs. But by starting the two Canadian running backs, it gives Edmonton a unique ratio advantage for the rest of the year. Now, in Jerome Messam, you have a pure power running back. He can run over people, but every now and then he shows a level of elusiveness that is surprising for somebody this physically gifted. He can run over you. Sometimes he can jump over you. He is going to be a good running back. Give him some patience, give him some time. Calvin McCarty's different. I think he's an elusive running back, but every now and then, the exact opposite. Watch the power get turned on. 3 Saskatchewan Roughriders at that point, that yard line. He's going to power and power and power with determination, and he's going to get more yards and more yards and more yards. That is a power running back with great elusiveness. These two kids together at the end of the game, statistically, if they have good numbers combined, I think they can provide a new impetus for this Edmonton Eskimo football team. Now, Jock, I know you're the contrarian in this panel.
Oh, I normally am, you say?
Yes.
That's not true. I normally agree with you. I normally agree with you.
No, you don't.
But in this case, Schulte, I think David's going to have to show you a board.
Oh, you leave it up to me.
David, show the man the board.
He made such a compelling argument
good
there.
argument,
All right, Schulte.
He had the visuals, but this is much more compelling.
Now consider this, Schulte. Weeks 1 through 5, when everything was going great, you got the average over 100 yards. The average per rush was, average, and then it's gone considerably down with the exception of that Week 10, breakout game. But, Jock, I don't know. Their running game has not been producing since that hot start. Why?
Well, I guess I'm not as big a fan of the two running backs at Edmonton as Chris is. I mean, that's not to say that I think they're bad running backs. I guess my question for you guys would be, is there a single team in the CFL that would trade their offensive backfield for Edmonton's right now? Yes, those two guys are great Canadian tailbacks, but I think they're lacking that breakout guy that they can rely on. And hey, they've gone from a 4.5 average to a 4.2 average per carry. That's that, and everybody else has gotten better than that. Everybody else has improved. Everyone else is at 4.5 up to 5.8. That's not good enough. Your running game needs to be more productive in the CFL, I believe, in order to give yourself a chance.
Well, I like the Canadian infantry. Last year we had the Canadian Air Force in Saskatchewan and Edmonton several times now. They've gone to this type of mix, and I really like it. McCarty out of the backfield. Schultz, he's got the great hands. I think he's a very underrated back. And Messam is an outstanding power back. But Jerome Messam has not been the same back since Week 6 with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. He got dinged in that football game. When I say dinged, he had something going on upstairs, and I don't think he's been the same since. It's going to be a bounce-back game for this kid because the onus is going to be on him to rush the field.
That's third in the league, and now Calvin McCarty in. And he'll take it down to the 36 seconds, and we'll have one more play in this opening quarter.
But the first turnover and a big one to see if the Edmonton Eskimos can capitalize here quickly.
They're doing this to the referee, acknowledging how I was hit. I have never seen anything like that in my life. And it's too bad. This is a great game. But there's a lot of crybabies out there.
You know what? We could spend a lot of time with you, Ange.
Congratulations on the book, sir. Thanks for being a guest with us, and I want you to sign my copy before you go.
Yeah, great.
The great Angelo Mosca won't like this. Calvin McCarty, touchdown, Edmonton. A 7-yard touchdown pass from Ricky Ray to Calvin McCarty, and both Canadian running backs have touchdowns in this first half.
Well, let's just let Angelo Mosca break down this one. What happened to the defense, sir?
Let's see. What happened here? Someone missed the assignment. That's what it's simple. Number 25. I don't know who it is, but it's they've had a tough time. I don't understand. I think Baggs is a great football player, and I think they're playing him out of some positions. You've seen some of the plays where they've had him trailing the play. You know, he shouldn't be trailing a play. He should be going upfield. That's my thought.
The quickest way to get there is that straight line, right?
They always said in math, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Thanks for being a guest, buddy.
The books tell me to my face, Angelo Mosca, the great Angie here with us. We thank him, wish him well with the book. Eskimos with a 2-touchdown lead.
Thank you, guys.
You either got it or you don't. And if those two running backs, Calvin McCarty and Jerome Messam, continue, it means a lot for the Edmonton Eskimos.
You're feeling pretty good about your pregame
No,
point,
you're just
aren't you?
upset because you are a contradictory person and you were wrong.
He's got you. He's got you.
He really does. For folks who missed it in the pregame show, Schulte was very high in these two guys, and I suggested that they're dead last in rushing in the league, and perhaps Edmonton could use an upgrade in that position.
You insisted.
And Chris, they are having a great game. I will give you that. Your prescience is amazing.
Yes. Second and 5, and it's McCarty with the first down run. Another big hole. Ray Williams stopping Calvin McCarty, but not before the Burnaby product has another Edmonton first down.
And the reaction of Williams after this tackle says it all. I mean, he was really upset as they, again, run by the run game and can't get their middle linebacker to scrape there quick enough. And we just see at halftime, well, they're going to try and stop him to 3. And McCarty bounced off first contact. And one gets nailed. There's Stevie Baggs on the scene to stop McCarty, and the field goal unit. Feeling for a quarterback when a D lineman is bearing down on you like that.
It'll make you faster.
Dunnigan knows he had 10 sacks in a game, if I
Well, that was that 86 game.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Big pass. He's cut down at the 46-yard line, and that's a Calvin McCarty special team tackle.
In the history of the game.
Here's Calvin McCarty off to the races. And it'll be Ray Williams, the middle linebacker, finally hauling him down. Well, he's not going to get outdone by Jerome Messam. At least he's not going to try to. That's a 53-yard romp for Calvin McCarty, his longest of the year.
And remember, Chris, when we showed you the Gladiator finalists, and there are two guys up front that in the offensive line that were those finalists. I mean, Ray Williams got caught trying to look through that offensive line, had the D-line all tied up, open hole. Doesn't seem to matter if it's Jerome Messam, Calvin McCarty, or if they're throwing the ball to Fred Stamps.
If he gets another, it will tie an Eskimo record. Not this time, as Calvin McCarty tossed down on second down.
Which will mean it's a 2-and-out for Edmonton.
This is Sports Center. We begin with the game you just saw. The Eskimos and the TiCats, the Hammer, 4-1 at either win this season. Well, the Eskimos have just one win in Hamilton since 2003. First quarter, Jerome Messam takes the pitch. He goes 26 untouched yards. His third touchdown of the season. It's 10-3 for the Eskies. Later in the quarter, Kevin Glenn will spot Avon Coburn out of the backfield. Here comes the wood. J.C. Sherritt with a good hit. Coburn coughs up the football. Eskies recover in TiCats territory. 5 plays after the turnover. Ricky Ray to Calvin McCarty for the touchdown. It is 17-3 Edmonton. Then after the TiCats go 2-and-out, Messam again. Big hole. That is a big man with a sweet move. He had over 100 yards in the first half. Kerry Joseph would punch it in 2 plays later. Eskies up 24-3. TiCats looking to get something going. Kevin Glenn gets sacked by Julius Williams. The Eskimos stunning the TiCats at Ivor when it was 25-6 at the half. Now Hamilton in need of something in the third. Chris Williams to start the third quarter.
It's a tackle. This is what they needed. Nobody's going to catch him. Chris Williams has done it again.
Williams goes 93 yards. TiCats cut the lead to 12. And you know what? It's his 24th birthday. Hamilton driving late in the quarter. Glenn gets picked up by Chris Thompson. The Eskimos go back on offense. Fred Stamps in his second game back following abdominal surgery. And what a game. That is his 12th catch of the game. He finished with 14, 2 shy of the CFL record. Then Messam on the handoff powers his way into the end zone. His second touchdown of the game, 35-16. Eskies. Glenn on the bench for the rest of the game. The TiCats lose to the Edmonton Eskimos. The final of the football game was 38-23. The Eskies ran all over them. They gained over 200 yards on the ground compared to just 34 rushing yards by the TiCats. With his second quarter touchdown toss, Ricky Ray became just the 11th quarterback in CFL history to reach 200 career passing touchdowns.